Previously, I worked in the different domains like the I and antennas and lab view, embedded systems, VLSI. And previously that I worked in Indian Space Research Organization for Chandrayaan 2 and Mangalyaan. And as well as I worked in the IIT Hyderabad in the Artificial Intelligence Department. So this is my background. Mostly I'm purely into the AI domain only. So this is what I want to say from my side. I don't want to give more than this. I have published some of the research papers and journals. Even I am writing some paper related to AI. So maybe in the next month it will publish. This is from my side, and I will tell now topics what we are going to cover in this course. Stop sharing the screen. Module 1. What are all the basics which are required in the Python? Everything which will be covered here. So next thing is related to loops. What is loops and conditional statements, everything in the cover. That is for loop, while loop, and if else conditions, everything. In module 3, I am going to cover the user-defined functions. What are functions? How to create a function? What is the purpose of the function? Everything I'll cover. Module 3. Module 4 is related to only exception handling. So this is the main important thing. Whenever you are writing a program, exception handling is must and should. Module 5, where I am going to define as exceptions, logging and debugging. 4 and 5 which are interlinked. So I will be telling both in this module 4 and 5. Module 6, I will be telling the basic hooks concept. So how to create a class variable, what is class variable, what is constructor, how to define the different defined functions inside the class, how to access the variables of the class variable through the other functions. All those will be covered in the basics. So next I will cover inheritance, abstraction, polymorphism. So and still if any necessary concepts are required, that in the books I will be telling here, like tender methods, everything. So this is related to Python. Coming to module 8. Module 8, which is a generative AI. So in the generative AI, so mostly everyone will be talking nowadays, the buzzword is generative AI. So what is generative AI and all we'll discuss after the course content discussion. So before learning this generative AI, actually you should know the ANN, artificial neural networks, convolution neural networks, recurrent neural networks. So unless if you don't know these three, it will be somewhat difficult. Even though you no need to feel any difficulty in this course, because I will be giving an introduction initially of all this overview. 5 to 6 classes, which is like as a bridge course, where I will give an overview of all these three modules: artificial neural networks, convolution neural networks, and recurrent neural networks. So if you know how this GenAI came up to today, you should know the history behind that. So that is what ANN, CNN, and RNN. So I am going to discuss all these three. What is ANN, what is CNN, what is RNN? I am not discussing now. Just I am telling only the topics which I am going to cover. That's all. Next one is large language models. In the large language models, what is BED we'll discuss. So LLMs. So in that BED algorithm, GPT, so many algorithms are there. Which is the most important one is understanding of the BET and GPT algorithm. If you can understand these two algorithms, if any algorithm behind that mathematical intuition, you can understand very easily. So that's why I'll more concentrate on the BET and GPT algorithms. After learning these algorithms, large language models, just we will go immediately to the RAG. What is RAG is nothing but retrieval augmented generation. So in that, what is retrieval, where that data is going to stored in vector databases, what are the different types of vector bases are there, how to store the data into the vector databases. So we will see different vector databases, what are all existing in the current market. Because why I did not mention all the topics in detail, because whenever we are going to discuss on the particular topic, up to then what all the databases are existing, all will be discussing in this course. That means up to today existence, current technology, current market, what are all the databases are there, everything will be discussing. So next one is query translation. Query translation. How many of you use the chat GPT up to now? Govardhan, Harsha, Obabs, Ravindra Singh, Sushil Derkar. Any time you use a chat GPT or not up to now?
Yes.
Yes. So in the chat GPT, you use to give some query. Based on your query, it is going to generate some response. So that how that response is generating. So what is the uh, concept behind that? So everything you are going to learn here. So you are whatever you are asking query is very important thing. If you didn't ask the query properly, it will not generate the answer correctly. So you should know how to use the give the query also. So there is a query construction. There are different methods are there. How to construct a query based on your requirement. So that will be discussing. That comes under everything the prompt engineering. So we'll discuss that prompt engineering here. How to do the query construction before going to the vector databases. How to do the query translation. So anyway, I will tell. Just only I'm telling the topics. Even if you don't understand, also that's fine. Just if you understand only the what all the topics I'm going to discuss, that is more than enough. Query construction, query translation. Also, we have different types. Query translation we'll discuss. What are the vector databases? Different databases we have. We are going to discuss. That is vector databases. From that it is going to generate the response. Whatever the data from the database, it is going to generate the response. It is again passed to the LLM. So what converting from text data to the vector format. That is nothing but in the form of a numbers. Vector is nothing but a form of numbers, nothing but embeddings. How to convert the text to embeddings? That is in the form of a numbers, that is called as embeddings. It will be taken care by the LLMs. So LLMs will take care to convert from the text to the vectors. So what are the different algorithms which are used for the converting from text to embeddings? We will discuss. So you no need to worry writing the Python code. Just to implementing this only in single line. But the concept behind that only have to learn more. But the writing the code is very easy in Python. So next one is unless if you don't know the theory, you cannot implement even single thing. Not like other, suppose if you take Python, specific programming language course, you should know, instead of theory, you have to implement there most in the other courses like Python, Java, whatever it may be. If you take any programming language. So instead of knowing the theory, if you implement only, then only you will get. But in the reverse case here, in the generative AI, unless if you don't know the theory, you cannot implement it here. You must and should have to know the theory behind that. So whatever the theory you are learning, whatever you are understanding the concept, everything, the same thing exact way you are replicating in Python. Even no, it will not get change anything. As it is, will implement whatever you are learning in the theory. Next, Hugging Face, Prompt Chain. These are the two libraries, LangChain and Llama Index. By using these two only, we are going to implement that. So everything, like in the, suppose if you are going to take machine learning, in the machine learning we have the scikit-learn. By using scikit-learn, we are trying to implement the machine learning algorithms like scikit.linear underscore model implement linear regression. So just by using scikit-learn, you are taking the implementing the linear regression. From the scikit-learn library itself, you are implementing decision tree, random forest. From the single library itself, you are trying to implement the different algorithms. So I'm not discussing, I'm not writing anything here. I don't want to write anything. Just I'm going to tell what are all the topics which are going to cover in this course. How the libraries we have, the similar way, here also we have the libraries to implement this GenAI concepts, generative AI. So up to here, is it clear? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. So next after that, I will tell what is generative AI. So why this much it is popular, why it is more popular nowadays. If generative AI is not there, what will happen? So these are all we discuss in the next session. Next session means within 5 minutes. Before that, if you have any queries, you can ask Govardhan, Hari, uh, Obabs, Ravindra Singh, Sushil.
Hello, Ravi. Harsha here. Just I have a question. When it comes to concepts of AI, usually we will be using machine learning and deep learning, right? So, are we going to cover these concepts, or you are going to cover the concepts which you shared with us at this moment?
Whichever it is required, I will cover. So if I tell that machine learning, deep learning concepts also, it comes under the full stack data science course. So that is we have to start from the statistics itself.
Okay, for an example, I'm not aware about the Python. Even I would like to learn Python at this moment. So, at this moment, uh, the course which you are doing, it is sufficient, or do I need to improve somewhere where I
Yeah,
can
it
work
is
on AI?
sufficient. It is sufficient. So that's why first 5 or 6 classes I'm going to discuss about the ANN, CNN, and RNN concepts which are required. Even though if I not discuss also, when I'm telling also, I will discuss those. So I plan like that only. Even if you don't know the concepts previously, that also fine.
Okay, without knowing the Python, is there any possibility that I can survive in the AI modules?
No, sorry. Must and should you have to know Python.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Ravi.
So others, Govardhan. So can you tell your background? So what you do?
Sir, first of all, good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my name is Gordon, sir. I am from Andhra Pradesh, sir.
Okay.
I am recently graduated, sir, completed, sir. 2024 passed out, sir.
2024 in which branch?
Electronics and Communication Engineering, sir, EC.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
What about Hari? Because I want to know your background so that I can understand. So whether you are aware of AI or not, so that I can go in which level I can know. So that's why I'm asking everyone.
Sir, one more doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is there any offline classes, sir?
Offline.
Yes, sir.
No,
Only online mode, sir.
online classes only. But one thing is, whatever you are doing in the class, I am doing in the class, you are also supposed to do parallelly along with me. Even I will ask you to share the screen in the middle so that whatever you are doing, I will make you to follow. So even if you are deviated by something, you will not get deviated. You will feel like as in offline only. So
Okay,
I
sir.
make
Thanks.
it online also like offline. Hari Vobab Sushil. You have any doubts? Okay,
No, sir.
fine. So next thing is I'm going to discuss is generative AI. So in this, just I'll tell what is this generative AI. After that, we'll conclude the session for today. So generally, so if you are giving some text here, if you are giving some text, if you are giving some text here, whatever the text you are taking, whatever you are giving to text, so if it is going to generate something text based on this text, so there is a possibility you may get the text only, you may get the text as an output. This is one way. And next way is you also can generate the audios. You can generate audio and you can generate images. You can generate an images. You can generate a video. So from the single text itself, whatever the things you want, if it is generating, that comes under called generative. So it is going to generate something based on the input whatever you are giving. Based on the input you are giving as Python, assume that you are giving some text. It is going to generate some text or some audio or some video or some images based on the input. Based on the input, if it is going to generate something, that is called as generative AI. Simple thing. So till we can explain in detail, suppose if I am going to ask something, what is Python? It is going to generate some content about the Python. Example, if you take a chat GPT itself, what is Python if you are asking? That is nothing but simple single question. It is going to generate some text. That means it is answering the question for you. Whatever you ask the question, it is answering that question. The similar way, related to Python, what is happening exactly if you give the program, it also tell that what is the meaning of that program. Show me in the visualization and flowchart also if you ask, it will show. So based on the input text, it is going to generate some kind of an images. Even if I want whatever you are asking the question, the same thing if you are asking to generate something in the form of an audio also, it will generate. So everything it is making as a simple to our life. If we are able to make simple for our life, so that only everyone needs. Instead of spending so much amount of time, instead of investing amount of time to get something, if we are getting something instantaneously, then that only human needs. So that is why we are learning the generative AI. Why that much popular is because of this only. If you are knowing what to do, what output you want to get, if you want to get in the very stipulated amount of time, whatever you require, you are getting in the just if you are getting in this very less amount of time, whatever the things you need. So then you don't need require anything within very less time. If you are able to get everything, and if you are trying to get understand what it is happening, easy way, whatever the things you are doing, if it is able to automate, so if you are able to do everything, so then generative AI is more than that only everyone is required. So that what we are seeing here also. Same thing. So why generative AI is that much popular? What generative AI Why generative AI is that much popular? So because everything it is going to automate everything. So if you see the images, for example, in the Facebook itself, if you take some image, that image, if you are going to give something to the some application, and you are asking that application how I will be after 60 years old, how I look after 60 years old, it will be generate some kind of an image, how you look after 60 years. So this is all as generative AI. Something in this we have seen in 2012 itself by Facebook. Something image we are giving. So how we look after 60 years. They have implemented at that time only. That is generative AI. So nowadays it is become popular means because of advancement of large language models. Because of large language models, the generative AI is becoming more popular. So large language models of it will be. So what is the algorithms? What algorithms will be used behind that? Everything will study here. So I don't want to discuss all these at a time in this class. Just I'm giving a brief introduction to you. So I don't want to make confuse. I don't want to get fear. So everything will go in the step by step. Whatever I am doing, you also supposed to do in the class parallelly along with me. Even I will ask you to share the screen also to monitor your activity, what you are doing, so that I can assure you. So I make you to learn from this scratch level step by step that you can trust me regarding that. So we'll study from the even I am also pursuing PhD in the same domain. So I know the concepts what it is required. Even I used to study some research papers. The research papers itself is everyone used to study and used to tell the classes. So if you are able to research the study the research paper, so whoever developed these concepts, then it's more than enough. So even we'll study the research paper together in the class. The research paper discussion also will be there for the concepts wherever it is required. So I will not discuss who told by someone. I will discuss the concept, who invented, who developed that particular algorithm. We will take that research paper only. We will discuss that. So parallelly, first I will tell the concepts, followed by we'll study the research paper. You also supposed to study the research paper. So in this class, that advantage is learning how to read a research paper every day at least twice a day, at least you have to read one research paper. So whatever I am telling you have to follow exactly. Then only you will be in the superior regarding generative AI. If you want to be in the superior position of Gen AI, whatever I am telling, please follow it. So the research paper, what you are, I will ask you to study some research paper on so and so day. Uh, Today research paper also, I'll make you to study. Today also some generative AI algorithm have will come. If you know how to read research paper and if you publish some research paper regarding this Gen AI, it will be so good. If you are interested, I will make you to write a research paper on the generative AI project. So after doing that project, we will also publish some research paper by every person. If you project all these research papers and research articles, what you studied in your resume, no one will reject you regarding generative AI job. That I can assure. So no one will write a research paper, no one will study research paper. They will know the concept, they will close that. That's all. So everyone will do the same thing. But what is your specialty in you? Doing a project, keeping the project in resume, everyone will do. Something you have to show, some innovative things. That is what you are going to write some research paper and doing some project related to Gen AI. Write the publish research paper and you keep in that resume and publishing research paper in the Q1 and Q2 journals. That is Scopus SCI. I think you have heard Scopus SCI journals. After, if you don't know, I will tell later when you join in the class. So that papers also you are supposed to write. So this will give you more fetching for you. This is a different course compared to the other courses. This is a kind of a research course, generative AI, not a already existing course. Even till today also, the Google had developed some different model. So you have to be updated by today also. So if you want to update such kind of thing, if you also wants to contribute something to the society related to Gen AI, you have to publish some research paper. Unless if you don't publish research paper, if you are doing just kind of a simple project, no one will recognize. We have 1,000 plus 10 lakh generative AI engineers are there. In the 10 lakh generative AI engineers, what is the special in you? So that what you have to do some projection in your resume while by writing research paper as well as by doing the kind of project. If you have such kind of a zeal to do some kind of a concepts you want to learn in generative AI, so that course is exactly for them only, not simply for attending and going. You have to contribute something. So that will not give impact to me. That will give impact to you only and your resume. So this I want to tell. Jagadish Kumar, Govardhan, Obabs. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Ramesh Kumar.
Yes, sir. Sir,
May I know who is this?
sir, I am Ramesh Jogi. రమేష్ జోగి సార్ ఇప్పుడు నా ల్యాప్టాప్ ఆఫ్ అయిపోయింది సార్.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So Govardhan, Jagadish, Obabs. Do you have any doubts?
No, sir. No, sir.
No.
Please fill the form whatever I send in the chat. How many of you aware about Python? Obabs, Ramesh, Govardhan. Do you know? Obabs, Jagadish, Govardhan. Sorry.
Yes, sir. I know about little bit of Python, but not dig into it.
Okay. What about Govardhan?
Yes, sir. I'm know about Python, sir.
Okay, Vobobs? Think you will not speak, I guess. Okay, anyhow. We'll start from the scratch, even if you know Python or if you don't know Python also. If you know the Python based on the students in that class, uh, whether I can increase speed or not, I will decide according to that. If you know the Python, just I will give an overview of Python within 10 classes. Immediately we'll start the this generative AI concepts, really starting from the scratch. Whatever you are doing, first we'll discuss the theory, followed by the practical. After doing some applications regarding particular concept, followed by the projects. How many of you are aware writing a research paper? Have you ever studied any research paper till now? Generative I don't think that as a like as a normal job people. Generative AI is somewhat you want to contribute something research. So those people only they will see some topmost MNC companies. If you see the job description in that itself, they will ask first qualification itself PhD. That is fine. Second qualification, which they used to ask, even if you don't have PhD also, that's fine. Second qualification, they will ask you that is whether you know the writing a research paper or whether you have studied any time research paper or you have published some research papers or not. This course is different from other courses. Please make the habituate to study research papers and you are supposed to contribute something research research paper for you to write and make you to study research paper. What are the topics we discuss here? The same topics we will also highlight the some main points in that particular research paper. So which is developed by recently all Fang and Mang companies like Facebook, Google, etc. They have published some kind of a research papers. All will be discussing those kind of research papers also. Okay. Still, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, we will leave for the day.